Hey guys, welcome to class. Today's practice will be a fun backbending practice. It's going to be energizing and fast moving, so let's waste no time and get started. So we're going to start in Sukhasana, easy pose, sitting on our bum with our knees crossed. Take your hands to your knees and we're going to start to create some circles around the pelvis and chest. So coming forward with your chest, sticking your sit bones back and circling around. As you come back, tucking the tailbone slightly. I want you to focus on engaging the core muscles here as we circle it around. Nice and slow and controlled. Inhaling as you come forward and exhaling back. Reverse it now. We'll go the other direction. So hollow the front body as you come back. Chest forward as you come around. Staying connected, feeling those core muscles move. Nice. And then sit up straight. And we're going to turn and face the long side of the mat, or the front of the mat, pardon me, with the soles of the feet down and knees bent. And you can grab the backs of the thighs here or release the hands and roll back towards your tail and lift the shins parallel to the floor for boat pose, Navasana. In your boat pose here, again, we're focusing on engaging the core muscles and trying to lengthen and create space in the spine. Holding it here, if you wish to add more of a challenge, you can extend and come into a low boat. Wherever you are, keep squeezing the core. A nice big inhale and exhale to sit back up. Nice. Swing your feet over to one side and come to sit back on your heels. Take your hands to your thighs. And as you inhale, draw your elbows back, lift your chest, sit bones back. Exhale, start to tuck the tailbone and hollow out the front body, chin to chest. Inhale, elbows back, lift the chest, little back bend. Exhale, hollow the front body. Again, inhale, elbows back, lift the chest. And exhale, neutral spine. From here, we're going to place our hands out in front and tuck the toes under and sit back on our feet. Stretching out the feet here. This might feel intense for you, but don't worry, it's not harmful. If it's too much, you can always come forward and release your feet. Or we're just going to hold it here for another moment. Nice. And come forward. You can wiggle out the toes, shake it out. And then soles of the feet down, push to stand. Hands on hips. Step your left hand behind your right. Keep your right hand on your hip and inhale your left arm up. And reach it back. Take your chest and your gaze to the sky. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Left hand up and step it back to center. Other side. Right foot steps back behind left. Inhale. Right arm to the sky. Exhale. Reach it up and back. Chest and gaze to the sky. Take a big inhale. And exhale back to Tadasana, mountain pose. With feet hip distance apart here. Inhale, arms up alongside your ears. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge at the hip crease, chair pose. In your chair pose here, I really want you to push the heels of the feet down. Maybe see if you can lift all 10 toes. Take a big inhale. And exhale, hinge from the hip and lower your torso. You can drop the toes. And once your torso is parallel to the floor, swing your arms back behind you for ski jumper pose. Really imagine lengthening from tail to crown here. Just another moment. And on your next inhale, swing your arms back up, chair pose. Exhale, push to stand. And inhale, drive your pelvis forward, lift your chest, and bend the elbows. Exhale, re-extend the arms. Hold it up. We're going to do it another time. So inhale at the top. Exhale, chair. Inhale, chair pose. This time, rock forward onto the balls of your feet. Playing your balance here. Warming up the legs. Take a big inhale. And exhale, drop the heels. Lower the torso and swing your arms back. Ski jumper pose. Lengthen the spine. Inhale. Exhale now. Swing your arms up. Chair pose. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, push to stand. Inhale, drive your pelvis forward, lift the chest and bend the elbows. Inhale again, re-extend the arms. And exhale, sit back in your chair, last time. Inhale, chair. And exhale, this time, hinge at the hip crease, bring your tummy to your thighs and fold down for Uttanasana. We'll take a moment here in our forward fold. You can play with rocking back and forth from your heels and the ball of your feet. Again, playing your balance, opening up the backs of the legs. Come to settle and really get the tummy and the torso connected. Maybe take opposite arm and opposite elbow as you release the head and the neck. One more moment. Bring your fingertips to the floor, your ankles or your shins. And come up halfway, lengthening from tail to crown. Draw your shoulders back. Exhale. Plant your hands on the ground and step back into a plank pose. Super strong in your plank pose here. Push the floor away from you, upper middle back to the sky. And bring the weight into the left foot. As you inhale, lift your right leg towards the sky for a three-legged plank. Keep your hips square, super strong. Take a big inhale here. And exhale, lower your right foot down. Other side, weight the right foot. Inhale, left leg lifts. Hips square here, shoulders over wrists. Super strong. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, drop the left foot. Come down onto your forearms now for forearm plank. And keep the hips lifted. Super strong in your forearm plank here. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale. Start to lower the hips towards the mat. Once they make it, untuck the toes. For Sphinx pose. And we don't want to collapse our chest in the Sphinx pose here. We really want to lift and broaden across the collarbones and energetically pulling the elbows back. Tuck your chin in slightly. Take a big inhale. Exhale, spin the elbows open and lower your forehead to the mat. Press up onto your knees, toes touch, and sit back towards your heels for child's pose. You can separate your knees, let your tummy fall between your thighs as you reach your arms forward. We're just passing through here, so just a moment here to reconnect with our breath. And then On your inhale, come back up to all fours. Tuck your toes under for downward facing dog. Our first down dog of the class, so we'll take this opportunity to cycle through the feet, lowering one heel and lifting the other. And playing with that for a moment as we open up the backs of the calves and the backs of the legs. Come to settle in your down dog now. Soft bend in the knees, sit bones high. Turn your armpits towards your ears. Nice and strong through the hands. Inhale, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Keep your hips square here. Bend your right knee. Drag your knee through the midline. Hug it into your chest as you step it between your hands. Inhale, peel the chest up, arms alongside your ears for Anjaneyasana. Drive your pelvis forward, lift your chest. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, re-extend the arms. Exhale, hands to the mat. Plant your left hand down. Inhale, turn your chest to the right, right arm to the sky. Exhale, reach your right arm back. Left hip drops, but keep the back toes tucked under, super strong. Hold it here. On your next inhale, reach it back up the way we came. Reframe the front foot. Descend the back knee, but keep the toes tucked under. And press back, Ardha Hanumanasana. Half split. You might need to walk this back knee back a little bit to keep it underneath of your hip. Flex the right toes, lengthen the spine. Another moment. And then come forward, drop the right foot down and untuck the back toes. Inhale, lift the chest, arms up, low lunge. Tuck your tailbone slightly here. And exhale, swing your right arm alongside your hip, and you can bring this hand to your lower back, or see if you can reach back and grab your calf. Left arm lifts to the sky. Maybe your gaze follows. Take a big inhale. And exhale, circle your arms back forward. Tuck your back toes and lift your hips. Plant your hands down. We're gonna come back into a three-legged plank. The right leg lifts back and up. Hold it, and exhale, drop your right foot. Inhale, lower your hips, lift the chest for floating up dog. Keep the toes tucked under, backs of the thighs lifting towards the sky. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Let's keep moving, weight the right foot. Inhale, left leg to the sky, hips square. Bend the left knee now, drag it through the midline, hug it into your chest as you step it between your hands. Inhale, lift up, Anjaneyasana, pelvis forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift the chest. Inhale, re-extend the arms. Exhale, hands to the mat. Plant your right hand down and inhale, turn your chest to the left. Left arm to the sky. Exhale, lower the right hip. Left arm reaches back. Keep the back leg, back toes tucked under, super strong. Another moment here. And inhale, left arm back to the front. Descend your back knee. Keep the back toes tucked under. Press back towards your right heel, Ardha Hanumanasana. Again, you can create some space by walking your knee back a bit. Flex the left toes. Send your sit bones back as you lengthen the spine here. Just one more moment. And come forward. Left foot down. Untuck your back toes. Get ready. Inhale. Lift the chest. Tuck your tailbone. Low lunge. Exhale, swing your left arm alongside your hip, and again you can bring it to your low back or see if you can grab your calf. Right arm to the sky, lift the chest, big inhale. Exhale, hands forward, tuck the back toes under, three-legged plank. Plant your hands, left leg to the sky. Shoulders over wrists, hold it here. And exhale, descend the left leg. Inhale, floating up dog. Hips to the mat, keep the toes tucked under as you send the backs of the thighs to the sky. Big inhale, broaden the collarbones. Exhale, sit bones to the sky. Take a moment here in our down dog. If you wish, you can drop down and take a child's pose. A moment of recovery. And again, sit bones high. Armpits towards your ears. We'll do another round and we'll switch it up this time. So step your feet to touch. Inhale, right leg to the sky, but this time open your hips. Bend your right knee and descend your left heel. Scorpion dog. Keep your shoulders square, lift that right knee higher to the sky. Re-square the hips now and shoot forward towards a plank. Keep your left toes lifting to the sky. See if you can take a little back bend as you transition this right foot forward between your hands. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, lift your arms alongside your ears, pelvis driving forward, super strong on the back legs. Take a big inhale. Exhale, circle your arms back behind you and interlace your fingers at your lower back. Draw your knuckles back and lift your chest. Inhale. Exhale, release the grip, arms back up alongside ears. Reach them forward, hands to the mat. Left hand lands, inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, lower the left hip, reach your right arm back. This time, continue the knee down to the ground and untuck the back toes. You can stay just here, or if you can bend this left knee, maybe you can grab the foot. If you have the foot, really kick that foot into your hand. Take a big inhale. And exhale, draw your heel a little closer to your glute. Deep stretch, upper left thigh. And slowly release it. And take your right arm, hand back to the mat. Take your back toes under. Press back to your back heel and flex your right toes. Ardha Hanumanasana, half split, big inhale. Exhale, lower the right foot, untuck the back toes. Inhale, peel the chest up, low lunge. Exhale, swing your right arm back behind, again to your lower back, or reach back for your calf. Chest to the sky, reach your left arm back. Big inhale. And exhale, circle your arms back forward. Tuck your back toes and get ready for a three-legged plank. Right leg back, lift it to the sky. This time, we're going to transition into wild thing. So spin onto the baby toe side of your left foot and step your right foot back behind you. You can keep your hands down for support. And we're going to open the chest towards the right as we lift the right arm to the sky. You can keep your gaze down on the mat or take it towards your right hand. Once you're here, see if you can lift your hips a little higher and maybe reach your right arm alongside your ear. Wild thing. Big breath here. And exhale. We'll come back the way we came. So right hand down, spin your right leg back and lower it down. Inhale, floating up dog, hips down. Lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Other side, step your feet to touch. Inhale, left leg to the sky, open the hips, bend the left knee, descend the right heel. Scorpion dog. Lift that left knee a little bit higher, keep the shoulders square. And then re-square the hips and come forward. Shoulders over wrists as you lift your left toes to the sky and transition your left foot between your hands. Inhale, lift up, Anjaneyasana. Pelvis driving forward, strong in the back legs. Take a big inhale. Exhale, circle your arms back behind you. Interlace your fingers, but take the opposite interlace this time. And draw your knuckles back. Lift the chest. Take a big inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Arms up, hands to the mat. Plant the right hand. Inhale, your left hand to the sky. Exhale, reach your left arm back behind and continue. Descend the back knee and untuck the back toes. Again, you can stay just here, or maybe you can bend that right knee and grab the foot. If you have the foot, kick the foot into the hand. Use that connection to really lift your chest and gaze to the sky. Take a big inhale. Exhale, draw your heel towards your glute. Stretching the upper right thigh. Release that slowly. Take your left arm forward. Take your back toes under and press back. Half split. Ardha Hanumanasana. Flex the left toes and your sit bones back. Lengthen the spine. And descend the left foot. Untuck the back toes. Inhale, peel the chest. Low lunge. Tuck your tailbone here. Maybe you can lean back a little deeper. Exhale, left arm swings down beside you and again to your lower back. Or reach back and grab your heel. Reach your right arm back. Lift your chest to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale. Circle your arms forward. Plant your hands, tuck your back toes under, and lift your hips. We're going to transition now. Three-legged plank. Left leg lifts, shoulders over wrists. Spin onto the baby toe side of the foot now for wild thing. And step your left foot back behind you. Right shoulder over right wrist. Turn your chest to the left and your left arm to the sky. Now, if you're here, see if you can lift your hips towards the sky as you reach your left arm alongside your ear. Wild thing. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Left hand comes back to the mat. Spin back the way we came. Descend the left foot. So now we're back in a plank position. On your next inhale, floating up dog. Hips down, toes curled under, and lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. So good. We have one more little balancing series. So take your right foot and step it forward, super casually, doesn't have to be anything fancy. Hands out in front of you, soft bend in this right knee. I'm gonna inhale and lift this left leg for warrior three. So you can keep your hands down for support or in prayer at heart center. And imagine lengthening from the tip of the left toes through the crown of the head. From here, we're gonna bring this left knee up into our chest. So power up this right leg, transition, left knee up into chest. You can drop the foot down if that's not happening for you today. And from here, place the sole of the left foot to the inner thigh. I'll turn to face you. To the inner thigh. You can use your hands for assistance for tree pose. So your foot might be to your inner ankle, your inner knee, or your inner thigh. Wherever you're at, hands in prayer at heart center. And really imagine lengthening the spine. Creating space in the vertebra as we practice balancing here. Reconnect with your breath. Spin your left knee forward. I'll turn so you can see. And we're going to transition now back into warrior three. So challenge yourself now. Hinge from the hip crease. Send your left foot back. Warrior 3. Balancing here. Take a big inhale. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Whoops. Inhale, open the hips, turn your chest to the left, and lift your left arm to the sky for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Keep your gaze on the floor for stability, or maybe you can gaze towards your left hand. Keep the left leg lifted. Take a big inhale. Exhale, left hand down. Bend your left knee and hook it behind your right. Lower down, drop the top of your left foot down, left shin, and sit on your bum. So now we're set up for Ardha Matsyendrasana. Right arm comes back. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, twist and hook your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Use this connection to really rotate. As you inhale, sitting a little taller. And exhaling, twisting a little deeper. Just a moment here. Inhale to come out of the rotation. Come forward, hands down, and step back. Downward facing dog. So good. Just a moment here in down dog. And we'll do the other side. So again, nice casual step with the left foot. And you can tiptoe these right toes forward, hands out in front. Soft bend in this left knee. Inhale, right leg lifts for warrior 3. Again, hands down for support or in prayer at heart center. I am so much more wobbly on this side. You might be too. But wherever you are, lengthen from the tip of the right toes through the crown of the head. We're going to transition now this right knee up into our chest. So press through the left foot. Right knee lifts up into the chest. I am wobbling like crazy. You might need to drop down, that's okay. And from here, transition into tree pose. Inner thigh, inner knee, or calf. Balancing here. Again, lengthening through the spine, creating space in the vertebrae. Well done. We're going to transition now back to warrior 3. Spin your right knee forward. Send the right toes back as you hinge and lengthen the torso. Warrior 3. Take a big inhale. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale. Open towards the right, right hand to the sky. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Take a big inhale. Exhale, right hand down, bend the right knee, hook it behind the left, and lower down, bringing the right top of the foot, shin and knee down, with the left foot crossed over the right knee. Take your left hand back behind. Inhale your right arm to the sky. Exhale, twist to the left, hook your right elbow behind your left knee, and take your gaze out over your left shoulder. Inhaling to sit a little taller. Exhaling, twisting a little deeper. Inhale, come out of the rotation. Come forward and step back. Downward facing dog. Drop down to your knees. Toes touch, knees wide. Child's pose. Tummy to thigh, reach your arms forward. Take a moment here in child's pose to let everything settle. Reconnect with your breath. Come forward once again. Tuck your toes under for downward facing dog. Sit bones high, soft bend in the knees, armpits towards your ears. Maybe your heels can descend towards the mat. From here, we're going to make our way into up dog. So tucking the tailbone as we shoot forward towards a plank pose. And once we're here, continuing, dropping the hips, lifting the chest through the arms and sending the backs of the legs towards the sky, floating up dog. Inhale here. And exhale, lower the tops of your thighs down, untuck your back toes, and slowly wave your spine down, chest, followed by the forehead. Take your arms back alongside your hips. Bend your knees, bring your heels towards your glutes, and reach back with your hands and grab the tops of your feet on the outside. Flex the feet here, tuck your tailbone, and kick your feet into your hands as you inhale and lift the chest. Upward bow pose. Keep your knees in line with your hips, opening the shoulders here. Take a big inhale and exhale, slowly lower down the way you came. Release your feet, lower down to the mat. Press your pubic bone into the mat. And as you inhale, we're going to lift the chest, send the arms back, and lift the backs of the legs to the sky for locust pose. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Big inhale. And exhale, slowly lower down once again. This time you can take your hands stacked underneath of your forehead. And maybe take a shimmy with the hips, wiggling them side to side, loosening up any tension you might be feeling. Come to settle, plant your hands on the mat, press back, child's pose, knees wide, tummy between your thighs. Reach your arms forward. And walk your fingertips back towards your knees. Sitting back on your heels now. Inhale, your arms up alongside your ears. Exhale, hinge from the hip crease. Bring your tummy towards your thighs as you circle your arms back behind you, lowering your chest, followed by the forehead and the backs of your hands to your lower back. Inhale, peel the chest up, lead from the crown of the head, arms up alongside your ears. Again, exhale, hinge from the hip crease, circle your arms, forehead to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, arms up. Continue like this, or keep your arms alongside your ears for more of a challenge. So inhaling at the top, and exhale, hinge from the hip, lower down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, keep the torso lifted, lower your arms by your side. Swing your arms back behind you. Interlace your fingers behind your lower back. I will turn to face you. So interlace your fingers behind your lower back. Draw your knuckles back and lift your chest for just a moment. Chin in. Exhale. Release that, but keep the knuckles interlaced and swing your knuckles now over to your right hip and pop your right elbow out. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder, stretching the left side of your neck. If you wish, maybe dropping the chin towards your chest or rolling it back. Feeling here where you can get a nice deep stretch. So good. Lift the head back up through center and swing your knuckles now over to the left. Do the other side, so pop the left elbow, drop your left ear to shoulder, stretching the right side of your neck. And again, maybe dropping the chin or rolling it back, wherever you can get a nice stretch. So good. Lift your head back up, hands back behind, and release your fingers. Sit over onto your hips and send your feet out. Point your toes forward, sit up nice and tall, and take your arms out in front. We're going to transition back towards a low boat position. So rolling back onto our tailbone, lift the feet and arms up. This time we're going to open the feet wide, turn the palms to the sky. Squeeze the core here. We're going to lower down into Shavasana slowly in 3, 2, 1. Release. Shavasana, our final resting pose. Take a moment to reconnect with your breath. Smooth, steady inhales through the nose. Smooth, steady exhales through the nose. Feel how your breath starts to calm your heart rate down as you begin to relax and allow everything to settle. I encourage you to stay here in your Shavasana for 3 to 5 minutes. I am going to roll over to a side, press myself up, and leave it here. I hope you enjoyed class today, and after your Shavasana, if you wish, it's the perfect time to take a meditation. And I hope you have a really good day, and I will see you in future classes.